Hey, what's up, y'all? It's D about to react to this vid by Abba and Preach. It's titled "It Gets Worse." More footage emerges. So this is regarding this Indian guy that was always with Andrew, and he was on his podcast. This guy's getting clowned apparently all over the internet because his woman has been playing his face. So we're gonna see how and exactly what's going on because I haven't seen anything else regarding this. But a few people have told me to check this out. So let's watch.
Oh, my sing. Will you be Ghislaine sing forever again?
Again.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
I can't watch.
Okay, I need the context.
I can. Akash sing. Internet's shitting on him, and it's okay.
Oh, he said the internet is shitting on him. What did this tweet
Akash
say?
sing. Internet's.
This is Myron. He said, "I'm never wrong about these women. Stupid ass." What does that say? I don't know what that says. That's blurred out. I'm sure it's a slur. What is a slur that starts with a J? I don't know. Is it a slur for Indian people? I'm not sure. But stupid ass something. He added the guy. Tried to lecture me about women years ago with his equally R-word co-host Andrew, aka Andrew. Okay. Here's this slurs stupid ass wife making a mockery of him and herself on a podcast. Oh, she was on a podcast as well. It's titled "Threesomes, Red Flags, Psychics, and Bullying." I'll play that clip.
And it's okay. It's okay, guys. We are going to spend some time trying to defend the indefensible. My little
That
Indian.
green screen is glitching.
See, that's my, yeah, I got a problem. Because you said My Little Indian, and right now,
My Little Indian is
the
crazy.
anthem from My Little Pony popped in my head. My Little Indian, My Little Indian.
My little pony.
Who else has bigoted? I think that's just
He
an
owns
accurate
it for that.
description. Yes, you know what I mean?
I mean, I am too, apparently.
Big
No, no.
amounts of success, and I'm very happy for him. But jokes aside, he is getting shat on, and this is not an Indian joke. It's just a fact that the internet is shitting on him for his marriage. All right, and essentially this revolves around the fact that Akash, who's been with his wife for a long time, has taken the time to comment on other people's relationships.
She wasn't even remorseful.
When he says entanglement and he questions the word, she gets irritated. She's
Yeah.
like, that's what I said. Entanglement. Like, bitch, you cheated, bro.
No.
I'm the one getting embarrassed, and then I call you out on wording, and you get, yeah, that's what I said. This is a bit of a cucky take, but it's out there that he is in an emotionally abusive relationship. And that's why he cares so much about what she thinks and her reaction to something.
You
This
think
is how it always is. The people who are the loudest and want to give the most, advice on relationships and shit, they own should be fucked up. We've seen this happen too many times. Fresh and Fit. Who's that? Derek Jackson. Oh my God. Like, there's so many people who have been online and trying to be like, oh, this is what you should be doing, and why you doing this? And their own situation is trash.
Your girl has slept with 3 times the amount of guys she's told.
Did you just... I want to hear about a couple of the previous...
Why you want to know why? That's weird. What are you going to get jerking off to?
She got good taste.
Yeah, that's some fuck shit.
Just make sure she got good taste. Has bigged up his own relationship about how great it is, and shat on other people, including Myron, who took that personally.
What I don't like, what I find corny as fuck, is my preference is not my women. You guys have established yourselves as role models. From Simps to Pimps, which is another motto I find kind of corny, but I looked into what you guys are about. And a lot of the shit is just childish.
So Myron, years later...
Myron a bitch, because you smiling and cheesing on his face then when he was reading you, but now you want to get on Twitter and be big and bad. You wasn't saying that to his face.
Find a couple
Fuck outta
clips
here.
and he's like, oh, I'm the best Indian in the fucking game, bro. And then shat on him.
Fucking, dude, this is embarrassing. This buck teeth fucking, what the fuck is wrong with this bitch? Yo, you need to get your woman in line. She's embarrassing you.
And here we are today. All right?
As if that
Indian-
Spanish girl you was with, she embarrassed you and said she didn't even let you hit. What are you talking about? This is my point.
Indian violence, we are at this point.
My wife also hadn't had any sexual partners, so that helped us connect a lot more.
Let me ask you this.
And
Do you believe her?
if you've seen her, then it's hard to believe. I remember I was just like, what? But she was 22, I was 31. There was an age gap.
This little clip right here It's spliced together with some other clips because you know the internet. Man wants to get petty. About half as good as me. And
sometimes I get so painfully nostalgic for college. So I was popping my I'm living my best life in these white boy frat houses.
Oh my God.
Actively trying to have an orgy because, and you haven't seen Nav yet, but wait till you see him.
Nav is her co-host's husband.
His body goes crazy. His face part
She
always
said
plays,
body
never
T.
decline. And it's kind of weird because I'm talking about your husband. You just know that Nav's dick is like at least 10 inches. Okay, I have two buttons.
Nah, bitch, don't be saying that about my man. Nah, we gotta cut these cameras off. Step away from the mic, ho. Nah, you doing too much now. Like, I'm gonna need you to chill on my man. You doing a lot. She's saying a lot online. Jesus Christ, talking about she was getting ran through in these white boys, specifically white boy frat house. It was very interesting for her to, make that like to specify it was the white boys that were getting ran through me. And my husband is Indian, but yeah, the white boys are always having a time with all of that. Like, girl.
So one time I met this guy on Tinder and
One time at bank camp, that's what I was giving.
made the dumb mistake of letting him sleep over, like not really wanting to fucking hook up. And I woke up in the morning and my asshole was a little sore. Oh my God. And I remember that he
What kind of do you watch when you use a vibrator?
Okay, not gonna lie, I don't watch
goodness.
while using a vibrator. What? I just think my imagination is.
Wait, this is just blowing my mind because he talking about, oh, yeah, she was a virgin, she this and that, and he had all this to say about Will Smith's wife, but this is how your chick is giving it up online. Sound like she just giving it out, okay? She talking about she was on Tinder and let a nigga spend the night that you just met on Tinder. Talking about you woke up and your asshole was sore. What is going on? You lucky you didn't wake up with your head chopped off, because let's be clear, that's very dangerous. And there have been several situations where people have been on Tinder looking for victims and they've murdered women. That happened even here in LA, actually downtown specifically, not too long ago. So yeah, she out here moving wild.
Vibration enough. What? I'm just thinking of my own husband while I'm doing it.
Wait, that's kind of baller, but I could never do that.
Yeah. And so I was
Where?
my own. I just think. Okay, not gonna lie, I don't watch while using a vibrator. What? I just think my imagination is vibration enough. What? I'm just thinking of my own husband while I'm doing it.
Wait, that's kind of baller, but I could never do that.
Yeah. And so I was.
Oh, that's embarrassing. She my husband is busted. I can't think of him to get me off. I need some type of visual stimulation from the hub.
Why makes you laugh?
I do stand up,
Yeah.
and that's my wife. I'm dying inside.
Yeah, he does
That's
do
my wife. I'm dying
stand-up.
inside.
If you're doing stand-up
He's a comedian.
and you claim all the things that you claim, then you're dying inside, yeah. Because if it was Chris D'Elia's wife saying that, nobody would care.
Exactly.
Nobody would care. They'd be like, yeah, okay.
I don't even know those people, but exactly. It's the fact that he's yapped so much. It's oh, you have been saying this, and this your wife?
Nobody cares. When you say that she hasn't done anything, and that's where people are like, oh.
I don't care if it's Chris D'Elia. I don't care if it's Jesus himself. I'm dying inside.
Well, Jesus forgives, so it doesn't matter.
I'm dying inside.
It doesn't matter.
That's
Jesus,
crazy.
We don't.
First of all, that's a fucking red flag. I'm not no joke. I love you girls. If you want to work, all for that, whatever. But any man that doesn't want to have a joint bank account or isn't being transparent with his accounts or has separate accounts, that's a red flag. This is not a two-way street. This is a one-way street. His money is our money and my money is my money. And look, have I only made $600 from content creating?
Why? Why not $100 from last week?
But that's my money! Okay?
I don't know if you watched The Boys,
Yes.
but I love him on The Boys.
I never watched that show, but he's on my hall pass list.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna have Akash commenting on how he feels about his wife's content.
So this one,
Yes.
Justine got a lot of heat for because she was saying, my money's my
told the
money,
fucking truth.
your money's my money. How do you guys think you should split finance?
Can I just say that that's a common fucking saying?
Oh, for sure.
And honestly, if you distill it, it just means that your husband loves you enough so that you feel like you have some security in case he becomes an asshole one day.
So how do you guys...
I'm gonna carry the kids one day or get a surrogate.
Yeah, I deserve all this money because I might carry your kids, or we might use your money so someone else can carry it, which then what happens to the money? So I gotta pay extra money so you don't carry the kid, and that justifies why you get the money?
Yeah.
Explain the math.
I have to ask her. That's not my math. That's not my math. I have a hard time explaining normal math. Now you want me to explain her math?
Girl math is...
I can't do that.
Girl math goes crazy.
Do you want me to answer that? It's adorable when she does these things. Like, I just look at it and here's the rule in our marriage. It's been unspoken, but now we're just saying it now that we're both making content. If it's funny, we're good. Like, if it's funny, and if it's not funny and it hurt the other person's feelings, you apologize, you move on. That was clearly my wife trying to be funny, and watching everyone take it, because the idea that my wife, she's gonna start making so much, you guys are gonna make so much money. The idea that she would even go to the bank to try to open her own account.
I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at that response.
Video's doing great, you know what I mean? But internet just piles on the hate. I get it, you know?
This comment is so f***ing gross to me.
It says, damn, Akash waited and you did it.
Who the fuck are you to talk
didn't wait for
about
shit.
when I lost my f***ing virginity? I will talk about it because it's my f***ing sexuality and it's my f***ing story. So sit the fuck down and shut the fuck up. And also, do you think Akash never touched a f***ing woman before he met me? Like, we both hooked up with people, we both were in relationships, and then together
So why did he
we
lie
both
like
lost
that?
our virginity. So sit the f*** down. You're
What?
Like, just unfollow me. You're
Y'all-
so annoying.
Girl, shut the fuck up. You want to get annoyed with them because you ain't making sense. Like, girl, we lost our virginity together, but we fucked people before we met. Y'all wasn't virgins then. Shut up. Don't use that word. Words mean shit. And you creating a whole nother meaning. That's not a thing.
Well, ma'am, I understand where you're coming from and what you're saying, but when you say you popped your if you say that,
Man,
it implies
you
that you all did those things and y'all were not together.
She said she's a virgin, but everyone's like, how are you pop? So, I actually can see this being a real thing. I grew up around a lot of people. Put it in the butt. That's why she mentions it in her story. But there's a lot of people who would hook up with folks. They would do everything but vaginal sex.
No, she was fucking. She said she was popping her pussy. Hello, we know what that means. And she said she was getting ran through in frat houses. Let's stop. Let's listen to what she said. She said that her and the Indian guy were both in relationships and both intimate with people prior to them getting together. But she said we got together and lost our virginity together. So she's talking about, oh, you think he never touched another woman? Like, yeah, he was fucking too. That's basically what she said. Like, she ain't saying that she was getting...
Saying that they're virgins. Yeah. And that's common throughout the world. So I know a lot of people... Personally, I don't think you're still a virgin then, but...
That's not what she said.
Listen, if you get finger
She said she was popping pussy. That
you're
means
done,
she was. That means she was having vaginal sex. Hello.
Tell me you a virgin and you was popping pussy in white boy frat house. That's
Hello.
crazy. I'm gonna show
what are y'all talking
you
about?
the one clip from me that tells me everything I need to know.
Play it.
And like this clip repeats itself three, 4 times in different ones, but just this instance.
Go ahead.
And like to me, nothing is even said. So apparently this was some kind of like, I think it's like a proposal, like re-engagement. I don't know, married couples apparently redo this. I don't know why, but this is happening. Right? He's trying to do a romantic gesture. Now watch what I'm watching.
First of all, I want to say, happy birthday. All of this is possible because you told me I could.
That caption was corny.
And the best decision I ever made in my entire life was to marry this woman right here. His birthday is in 2 weeks. And I love you so much. And the only regret that I have is that I only got to marry you once. So I want to make a little quick announcement that we're going to get married again. We're going to renew our vows in India next year.
That's a very common thing. I be like, couples do this. It's weird.
Renewing my
It's not weird to renew your vows. This is cute.
Oh, Justine. Will you be Justine sing forever again?
god! Oh my god!
Take that drinky thing off.
Oh, it was a raggedy room?
Yes! Oh my god! How big is this?
Big enough for you to shut up every time I tell you to.
Oh.
I can't watch! I can't watch!
It was cute until he said that. That was a weird thing to say. It's big enough for you to shut up every time I tell you to, huh? And then maybe that's why she didn't want to kiss him, because she didn't like that comment. I don't know. Or maybe they just got a weird relationship. I don't know what's happening.
I'm speechless.
No.
I want to see it again.
And when I saw this clip, guys, could have shown me nothing else about the marriage. It really kind of.
But wait! There's more!
I look good, Mr. Armstrong. Armstrong.
She does not want to be kissed by him. Wait, again? How many times we gonna propose? Oh my god. She does not like him.
On Saturday when I saw her, I said to her, do you know? And she said, I don't know anything. I don't know anything.
She's a good liar.
Then she's a good liar.
That's a friend.
Then she's a good liar.
Why does she keep moving away from him?
I know.
Why are you making this content, this fucking couple's fucking content, when you don't even want to be a part of the couple? You want to flex, and this is why I said, now I'll explain what I said about the caption being corny, because it said something like, oh, my man doing something that y'all wish y'all man would, or something to that degree. Like, he's reaching a level that y'all men can never reach. It said something like that. Come at where? 11:21. Let me read verbatim what it said. Okay, watch my husband set the bar so high y'all can't even reach it. Okay, so you trying to flex that, oh, this my man, but look at you around him. You don't even want to be kissed by him. In multiple clips. This is not just a one-time thing. This is so embarrassing.
She's a good liar.
Oh my goodness.
No, I don't want those gifts.
Why not?
I don't care about. I like tangible goods.
She does not want kisses from him.
I don't care about.
I just like.
Oh, this is hard to watch.
Tough on SC, man. C'est tough on tabarnak. Je veux quand même la voir. I still want to see it.
I just need a second, bro. Just like let me recoup. Let me gather myself.
You don't even have to put some sound.
You know, like
You can close
And those are my favorite type of kisses, the little cute little cheek kisses, and you lean in. I lean into them. You like leaning away, like like she's doing all these neck, movements to avoid him kissing her. Oh my god!
You know when you watch somebody bomb, how you cringe? You know how I love to watch people bomb.
Yes. This is the opposite happening right now.
Polo ting ting.
Again. I just want to see it again.
No,
I asked
please.
nicely.
I don't want to
Nicely,
see it
please.
again.
Before we get to that,
I want to be first.
It's giving copyright. What the fuck is this, Abba?
You are popping peas.
What is this? Okay, stop fucking playing with me. And this is right after my last video just got copyrighted that I just put up. That Michael Jackson video, it now has cuts in it because it had small bits of music that I had to remove. So I ain't got time to play with these people. Fuck out of here. Jump ahead. Jump ahead. Stop playing with me. Oh, this is far ahead. Oh, I guess they just kept doing that over and over again. What's this?
Big enough for you to shut up every time I tell you.
They just replaying the clip. Okay.
Stop. I said that, sir. Two things. Maybe she was not done watching The Ring and admiring the Ring, and he came in for the kiss early. That's one thing I want to say.
No.
Second thing is,
It happened multiple times.
Real thing, there was kids around, and then maybe it's cultural. It is cultural. Maybe it is cultural. You know, you don't kiss in front of your
Can I
parents.
just say one
kids.
thing?
Go ahead.
There's multiple videos of her doing similar things.
Multiple.
But when he goes in for kisses and physical affection, she reels away every single time. Not only did she reject the kiss, she didn't even go in for a proper hug. Like, to me, body language says a lot. And you can see that he's trying to connect with her and that she's rejecting that. I'm like, you want to do that, you can do that, it's fine. But there's no doubt for me, like, that shit played.
That's me.
And in that moment, like, he just got down got the nice ring, did this big gesture, and you spent all that time looking just at that ring.
What a beautiful ring!
Right? She's trying to connect with others and not the partner that she has.
Did he see the ring?
He's a pay pig.
They didn't see the ring.
That video killed me.
It wouldn't even been a thing. Again, it's like Derek Jackson. It's like all these things. If none of that would have been a thing if you're not using.
I just mentioned Derek Jackson.
I mean, no,
Exactly.
Listen, the Flagrant crew spent time judging all kinds of people for the relationship. They did it with Will Smith. They did it with Adam 22. They've done it with a numerous amount, including the boys over there at Fresh and Fit. So if you're going to judge other people's relationships and your partner's a public person, I think it's completely fair game for people to judge you in return. And on top of that, it's kind of crazy because when you go to their subreddit, they've actually scrubbed all the comments.
Oh, yeah, removed them.
That's why it took me long to get ready for this today.
Yeah.
Because all the stuff I did,
100%.
they deleted everything.
100%.
And I think it's funny that the people who spend all this time cracking jokes about people and shitting on them and not apologizing for anything are actually censoring their own subreddit for jokes that they're making now at a constant expense.
Yeah.
So the comic can deliver the jokes, never apologize, but when it's his turn, all of a sudden the jokes have to stop. She responds to all the hate that she's getting, and she feels some type of way.
I want to talk to you really quick because obviously my name keeps getting brought up by either women or men. Lately it's these red pill guys because I said my money, or what did I say? His money is our money and my money is
Girl,
my
the
money, which
least
is a common saying, whatever. But what I will
shocking
say
thing.
is, if you're not going to be a man for fucking women, like if you're going to say, oh, women should do this for us and we're the prize and blah, 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 at least be a man for yourselves. Whether it's Andrew Tate or these fucking red pill podcast guys, like when they tell you something, when they ask you to jump, you say how high. You're still not a man either way. Do you see what I'm saying? Like you're still a little beta boy doing whatever these men tell you. Why are you mad at us? Why are you mad if me and my husband are cool with each other, if we both make jokes at each other's expense? The difference is my husband will go on stage and say whatever the fuck he wants about me. No one has anything to say. It's like, oh my god, it's so funny, it's so relatable. But then I come on TikTok and I make jokes and now you have a fucking problem? Like, make it make sense. I'm not here for the fucking misogyny.
I'm not gonna lie. All these folks using like black gay vernacular all the time is just killing me. It's just,
I said this recently. I always notice it. I'm just like, and it's crazy because I feel like it enters spaces that shocks me a little bit. Like I'll be watching, like, I don't know, a dermatologist on TikTok give like tips and they'll just randomly use like black slang and I'm just like, and they'll say it with a straight face, like not trying to, be funny or anything. Like they just have worked it into their everyday like vocab, and it's so interesting to me.
Hear the fucking, it's giving gay, and it's like, does that ever jump out to you?
Yes.
I think she has a point. A lot of men will go online and then talk about their wives all kinds of ways in terms of, cracking jokes and all these different things. And I do think that some of the comments that people have made about her are a bit unfair. And that, like, they're coming after her for some comments that I thought were kind of ridiculous.
Do you know why I think I have like a good marriage, knock on wood? Not my tantrum meeting. I think it's because my husband's never here.
I've heard dudes make that comment.
That is the perfect example.
I've heard so many guys.
She needs to shut up.
Those kinds of comments. Like, she's clearly trying to be funny.
Okay, this is why he told her to shut Now I understand. This is why he said his ring is big enough for you to shut up when I tell you to. He's trying to tell her something. Because she's just getting on here, just adding more fuel to the fire, and she's embarrassing them both. So I don't think that she should shut up just because, oh, she's a woman. Like, she tried to make it into some sexism shit. And I don't know. Maybe what she's referring to was sexism. I don't know what those other people were saying. But just in general, like, you're just making both of y'all look bad. If it was the reverse and he was doing this, I would say the same thing, that he needs to shut up. So, yeah, she's just doing a lot of damage and giving them more jokes to throw at them. And he's clearly affected by it because he's getting, the Reddits and stuff scrubbed and getting posts removed. So he's clearly affected by it and he doesn't like it. So it's like, girl, why do you keep doing this?
She enjoys time with her husband, but she's like talking about how she likes her time away and she's making a joke about it. But people are using this to be like, blah, she hates this, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, guys, people make these jokes all the time.
Okay, but no. If this was just any other random person making the joke, then you can say that. But if we're looking at the whole picture and all these clips and combining them together, that joke added to the mix doesn't help. Like, what are we talking about? Like, she's just making this situation worse and making them look even more like clowns.
You agree or disagree?
Yes, but I don't think she's making a joke. I don't think that was a joke.
Okay.
I think she was being honest. Why? Because I think she's not that wrong. She's not that wrong. There's a lot of marriages that fail the minute they're retired. And then you get to spend so much time with each other.
Right. But I'm saying when she's putting...
I agree with that, honestly. I don't need to say this, and I wouldn't, especially if me and my man were both online and publicly, I wouldn't say this, but my man does not have a platform, so I'm saying I won't. But I do think space is healthy just overall, but once again, it's not just about this one-off comment that she made. We gotta look at the bigger picture and why it looks bad. But just on a side note, I do agree that too much time around your partner can definitely be a bad thing. That's just what I think, especially when you've been with them a long time. Now, some of a fresh new relationship when y'all in the honeymoon phase and y'all want to be around each other 24/7. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about after some years, it's like, all right, now it's like, all right, back up a little bit, you know? So I agree. I think space is very healthy.
The way she's trying to rage bait a little bit. That's her stick. If you go on her TikTok, it's a lot of it is rage bait. She says things a certain type of way, whether it's the prenup comments and she goes this one way. Like, a lot of it is that rage baity stuff. And you know this. How many times have you been on podcasts? And I know this because I spend a lot of time now around content creators, and like you go on podcasts, you'll see them off the podcast. Then you'll see them get on the podcast.
Yeah.
They start to antagonize a little bit more.
Yeah.
They start performing a little bit more.
Yes.
I've noticed this trend online now, where whenever people get on these podcasts, they just act like different people or exaggerated hyper performances. And I feel like when I watch her, it's a little bit of that when I watch her.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. But in that case, there's some other stuff that I would be like more like, oh yeah, this is absolutely rage bait. His money's our money, my money's my money. I think that was more on the line of rage bait than this. This, I think, because of the tone, and maybe it's me. Maybe I'm just reading this not properly. Yeah, I'm giving her way too much. But I didn't think that was that.
It's not a joke in the sense that she didn't mean it. It's a joke in that she framed it a certain type of way to enrage people, because she could have given the context, which is like, I love to spend time.
What is she getting from this stuff?
But she didn't phrase it that way.
To get clown more? That's the goal? That's
because he's gone. Here's a rage bait way to say stuff.
Go ahead.
I like working by myself. Or a normal person would say something like, yes, I love to work with preachers, enjoyable. Sure, I enjoy that part. But there's also a lot of projects I like to do on my own time, because then I get to, explore certain things that preaching and I don't necessarily have in common. Do you see the difference between the two?
Yes, but I feel like when something is rage baiting, it's so obvious that I'm like, yeah, no, that you made it on purpose.
Some people are bad at rage baiting.
There's a question that you asked me. Some people could take it like as if it was rage bait. A lot of people took it serious and was mad at me for it. I remember in the comments, right? And you said to yourself, what do you think is the secret? And I said, I don't have no secret, because what works for me might not work for you, and I'm not perfect, right? I said that. I started off with that. And I said, shut the fuck up. But then some people took it like, oh my God, he must be insufferable to be with, because, I want to talk. I didn't say you can't talk all the time. I said learn to shut the fuck up. Like that comment that you just made, you should shut the fuck up. But it was not rage bait. It was not a joke. I was being real.
There's some videos that I saw that I'm like, I don't care if you're a comic, I don't think it's funny. Like, this is stuff that even if your husband would do on a podcast and talking about his wife, no one would think it's okay. And in fact, I know this because I don't ever see any comedian who's prominent ever talk like this about their spouse.
Okay, so I think the first thing we shat on you about was having icks about all the things that you guys do. So let's get into it. What are your icks about us? But answer properly, or you're not getting laid.
That's just a lie, though.
Oh, this was the husband that she was thirsting over. That she said he got a big dick. That's a wild thing to say about somebody else's husband. Especially when you already married yourself. Either way, it's wild, but why would she say that? That was crazy.
Here's what I'll say. I don't have icks about my wife in the sense that, like, everything she does is really cute to me. Do I have things that are a massive pain in my ass? Yes, absolutely. That I am. I love her. She's so adorable. When she's running 2 hours late to a dinner reservation that I work really hard to get, and then I'm like, baby, we're running late, and she's like, are you fucking kidding me? Do you know? I don't give a fuck if we're late to this dinner. They're lucky to have us. And I'm like, oh, that's what we're doing?
Don't look at me like that.
Okay. Now you see what I'm talking about? Like,
don't look at me like that.
I'm going to say something so funny, too, because like people shit on this guy right now because he's like, he doesn't have a traditional partner. Look at this woman, whatever. I think you guys would be so shocked how many women, both here and abroad in the East, run their fucking husbands. Am I tripping?
Bro, that's the whole Caribbean. You have to make it look.
People act like this is just a USA thing. That is so false.
The man is running the house, but it's really the woman. And that's not even. I say Haiti because I'm from there, and I can say 100%. But it's not just. It's the Caribbean. Now, I know for a fact,
bro. It's not just there.
I know it's not, but what I can talk from experience. It's there, and then after that,
I think it's incredibly disrespectful to talk to your partner. Now, when you can see even like how he's carrying himself. You can see how the other guys carrying themselves. They are definitely very subservient to their wives, and their wives are permitted to like say whatever they want and be as insulting as they like. And the dudes kind of just take it, even if they're not like too okay with it. So to me, it's a bit cringe to watch, to be honest with you. And Could you handle talking like that?
No.
Like, yo, I've been in a relationship. Like, so who fucking what? I'm like, who you talking to? I done lost my mind about it.
We don't do that. And I don't talk like that. She don't talk like that. We don't do that.
She's like, oh, men are misogynistic because like they're hating on us.
I'm not here for the fucking misogyny.
Nobody gives a that you treat your husband like he a bitch. Nobody cares. The thing is, your husband gets on podcasts and talks about how great his marriage is, and then he uses that to judge other people. And then people peer behind the curtain, they saw what it looks like, and they're like, he's a fucking loser. You look like a fucking bratty loser. And he indulges you every time he gets. He fucking bends over backwards to sit for you. And then he's going to have the audacity to judge anyone else. Like, well, then we're going to judge you too. I saw a bunch of women who saw that shit and be like, shit, if my man lets me do that to him, I'm drying up. And that's fair. He acts like a big boy when he's talking about anybody else on his podcast. But if his wife comes calling, he a bitch. And it's okay. Some people like to live that way. Just shut the fuck about other people's relationships. Don't talk about Will Smith. Nigga, your wife's worse.
When I say I'm tired, she can't just let me be tired. I travel, I work, and I'm very blessed to do it.
You also have really bad insomnia.
I'm so blessed to do it.
And also, you really have bad insomnia, which makes me a bad person because I don't let you sleep because you can't sleep, so we can't sleep. But I'm done sleeping, so you're not sleeping.
I know I'm angry when I hit my pet names for her very harshly. I go, because I was busy, my love. I slammed the door and walked out.
Hey, you're doing great. The best part is that he always apologizes. He's like, hey, I'm sorry I was short with you. And I'm like, you were. You were.
I realized I gotta take notes from Akash.
Damn. This is embarrassing. And it seems like they're joking, but are they? They're really not. And they're clearly recalling actual situations that occur within their relationship. And it's giving toxic. He should never open his mouth again talking about nobody's relationship.
I need a second, Mike. Misogyny. This is all misogyny.
I'm not here for the fucking misogyny.
I don't know why I'm getting mad for somebody.
Because she made you.
Baby! Baby now. Baby! Would you ever imagine any guy sitting across from his wife on a podcast, talking to his co-host about his wife, talking about, I want to have an orgy with your girl, in front of his girl? That's crazy. And the comments would be crazy.
It depends on what kind of freak you are. If that's the kind of freak you are, that's the kind of freak you are. If you're bad about it,
there's no world where that's okay.
She said she want to orgy?
You claim that's misogyny. Like, no, you're embarrassing your husband.
No,
she want that man.
Telling him to his face how much you admire someone else's physique, how much more attractive they are, someone you have proximity with, and then say you want to sleep with them. Yeah, that's insulting. Yeah, that's embarrassing. And there's no way around that. Now, you guys might be okay with it, but if everyone else wants to judge, it's perfectly acceptable. You can't monetize your fucking weird rhetoric and then get mad when people react weirdly to it. Like, either pick one bit, be a content creator, say your weird shit, and accept what comes with it, or shut the fuck up.
Hello?
You can't do both.
Yes, you can, because the minute you have sex, it's fine. They're married. The minute you have sex, you can go from virgin to, oh my God, I'm pretty sure he has a 10-inch cocker. It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, he's trying to male bait me.
Would you say I was
manipulation?
You brought your wife into an expensive place and thought that you were going to leave with something? I did. Because I didn't think she'd get access to it. She don't know these people. You didn't think a woman would find a way to buy something expensive? Son, we go in there, she's on fire. She's cracking jokes to all the sales associates. They're loving her. I'm like, I want my fucking watch. I talked to my guy. We've been talking. Let's get this done. My wife is just, babe, we gotta get dinner, blah, blah, blah. Then he comes out with a watch box, and it's the exact watch she wanted. And he's like, I got you next time, buddy. And I was like, all right, well.
So you ever get your watch?
I got nothing.
Ain't it crazy how, guys can spend all this money on a girl, buy her watches. He's, buying her, 25K shoes, 10K bags, all this other shit. I'm like, all right, you spend your money. And she still disrespects you every day. How you gonna be a pay? How you gonna be this dude just throwing all this cash at the broad? And she still shits on you every day.
But it's not.
Money don't buy respect.
It's not disrespect. They agree with it. He's okay. He's fine with it.
No, he's not.
He's fine with it. I've seen a couple of my friends. I'd be like, yo, that dude's a jackass. He's not. Dude is not a jackass until she realizes he's a jackass. Because there's nothing you can say. They're going to give you all the excuses that so if you talk to Kasha yo, you're being disrespected. It's like, no, it's fine. If she's making all these excuses for her, then he's not.
There's a difference between being okay with something and tolerating something. A lot of people will say they're okay with something. They're just tolerating it because they want the relationship dynamic to work.
Exactly.
He said, I wish she would do this more. I wish she would be more like this. But he accepts how she is. Fine, cool. Now that he's getting this backlash, his family members are seeing the clips, they're contacting him.
Oh.
He's not okay with it.
Oh my God.
That's why he's deleting and purging the subreddits. That's why he's not defending any of this. It's because he's just been tolerating it. And now that it's all coming down to shit on him, he's now having to do some damage control. 99.9% of men are not going to be okay with their wives sitting across them and telling them how they find another man much more physically attractive and they want to fuck him and they know who that guy is. No. That's not happening for that's what no, I like Akash. He's trying to work on his fitness. He's trying to get healthier. Why? Because that shit plays in his head, right? So I think it's really important to note Comedians.
Oh, he got in the gym
you
after
guys are
this.
going to realize this if you don't already. They are the most thin-skinned people. They're not actually taking these jokes well. They claim to, but one thing I realized over time is that they're very sensitive to this stuff, and I don't think it costs any different. So I actually used to be a fan of Flagrant, and I actually remember an old episode in which they discussed Akash's wife back in the day. A lot of people are calling her a gold digger, and I'll defend her in this regards. They met before he ever had money. He wasn't famous. He wasn't a big name. I think he met almost 10 years ago. So, in her defense, she was with this guy when he had nothing, and I think it's pretty unfair to call her necessarily a gold digger, even if she's a fucking spoiled brat. Now, and you can tell, I don't think Andrew liked this broad either.
If that's your friend's girl, you just be nice to her, make sure she likes you, make sure they got no issues.
And you're right. And I think in the full extent of our conversation, like our relationship, I think I've been very accommodating and nice, right?
To me.
No, when she came up on the show. Oh yeah, no. Bro,
When we're 11?
Yeah, no.
That means she's talking to him about how Andrew. But people haven't. Andrew's gonna reference something.
What happened?
She
comes out.
No, that ain't mine. That's your show.
What you need me to do?
I mean, you just weren't really.
She watching Gossip Girl on the Green Room TV. I didn't say nothing. It's like I like to watch the game.
No. Chris Scopo was watching the game. But the point is,
He wasn't watching TV in the Green Room.
I don't remember. Clearly, it bothered you though. But that's fine. That's your show. I get that. That's your show. That's your space.
I'm just saying, you would think if you were guessing someone's green room, you know. I wasn't there. I'm just. Bro, okay. When you use the words, oh, I've been accommodating to that person, and I'm talking about your girl, it's because I'm not acting the way I would normally act, which is accommodation, manipulation.
Now, I'm gonna say something, okay? Because some of you have never been in a green room. Right? We ran shows, big shows in theaters and stuff. Green room is where like comics spend time to essentially get ready before they go up on stage. They relax and take it easy. And generally, people might bring their partner, their significant other, or like their camera person. That person, when they enter the green room, is generally background noise. They shouldn't really be involved. They might say hi and talk to people, but
she
they're not trying to fuck up with the acts
changing
before
the
they get up on stage.
channels
Is that fair?
and getting comfortable.
Yeah, it's also not your place. You're your guest.
Right. But they're about to perform, so you don't want to mess with the mojo. You just chill.
Don't touch anything.
To me, just the fact that she walked in there, put on the TV so she could watch her dumb fucking TV show while actually trying to get ready, it's just like more evidence in my head of how much of a like miscreant she is. You understand what I'm saying?
I think she lacks self-awareness, definitely. A lot. That like
a bit entitled.
Yes, definitely. Yeah. So when you're calling her a brat, a spoiled brat, I think that's fair. And I understand why he feels a certain type of way about her, because I'd be like, yo, who are you? Are you on the show? Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're gonna have to not do that. I keep people. Just recently, I was at Bordel, right? The comic club, and I was in the green room, and someone opened the fridge, and I'm like, hey, if you're not performing, that's not your fridge. You're gonna go downstairs, get your drink.
We were backstage one time. It was like a showcase for a relatively big show. We were 4 people, and this one guy, like I didn't know who the fuck he was. I'm not gonna say no names, but he came in and he was a little bit agitated. He was a little jumpy and shit. Yeah. And, I'm just back home. I got my headphones on, whatever. And then 3 more people come by. I'm like, what is this? And you can tell they're not supposed to be there because they're a little too excited to be in the green room. Yeah. And they're just like zooming around, staring. And I'm like, I'm getting annoyed because niggas is looking at me, and I'm just trying to get ready to go up on stage. I got my head like, yo, what y'all doing here? And they're like, oh, we're just hanging out. And I looked at the guys like, are they with you? Yeah? Okay, there's too many people in the green room. It got awkwardly quiet. I hope they figure it out, you know what I mean? Look, maybe they don't care. She's pretending like they don't care and they're all above it, but from how he's scrubbing the subreddits and how they're reacting, how she's reacting, she was very bothered. So, but at the same time, like, you embarrass your husband for some clicks, so I don't really care too much if you feel bothered.
Oh my goodness, this video is long as hell. This was really interesting. Really, really interesting that he's had all this to say all these years about other people and their situation. You want to crack jokes at their expense when your shit is fucked up. She making them look horrible. I need to go watch more clips of that podcast because now I got to get the tea. He said that she has like outwardly said that she wants to have an orgy with the nigga that she was crushing on and saying that he probably got a big dick. Her co-host husband. That's wild. Wildly embarrassing. Yikes. Y'all let me know what y'all think about all this stuff, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.